Hey, it's Tom with Pack Hacker, and today we're going to be taking a look at the travel trimmer from Wahl. This compact trimmer gives you 8 to 10 shaves for one AA battery and fits in the palm of your hand. Let's get into the review. This trimmer comes with 4 different guide combs depending on the length of hair you'd like to cut, and it has a surprising amount of horsepower for the size that it is. You'll also get blade oil, a beard comb, a cleaning brush, and a blade guard. To be honest with you, I just threw everything in the package away. I just kept the one guide comb that I knew that I wanted to use, and I just travel with that. I don't need to carry all this extra stuff around with me. I use it for one purpose. So up to you whether or not you want to keep all that stuff. When you're traveling, space and weight are both premiums, and this little thing does a great job at being within the limit for both of those things. It's going to come in at 3.3 ounces, and that's with the AA battery inside of it. And if you add all the accessories, which are a total of 0.7 ounces alone, the entire kit's going to bring you up to about 4 ounces, which is not too bad. And as far as physical space goes and the measurements there, it's 4 inches by 2 inches by 1 inch. Not bad for physical space, and will fit in most toiletry bags. So I have been using this trimmer for a year. On the left-hand side, you're gonna see the one I've been using for the year. On the right-hand side, there's a brand new one. As you can see, not much of a difference between the two. There is a little bit of rust coloring on the metal part of the trimmer, but other than that, it's remained about the same, and the durability is totally there. Let's compare this thing to an ordinary Gillette razor. If we take a look at both of these side by side, the size is actually surprisingly comparable. Although the Gillette razor is, quite a bit skinnier, it's actually longer than the Wahl travel trimmer, and you get so much more power in this little electric piece, which is pretty nice. Now, if you're having trouble foregoing blades and you want to use something that's going to get a little bit closer, what I do is I just grab these little Schick ST2s, bust the handle off, and then I have this little kind of handheld nub that you can hold on to and sort of shave with that on your neck. It's actually a pretty great combination to get the same shave and trim that you would get at home. Now, as I mentioned earlier, you get about 8 to 10 sessions per AA battery. Now, there's no battery indicator on this thing, so you can't really tell when it starts to run out. So it's kind of a sound thing. So if we take a look, here's how it's gonna sound when the razor is at full power. When the battery starts to get a little bit lower, it starts to sound a little bit more lower pitched, like this. And when it's dying, it'll sound like this. That near dead sound is one of the saddest sounds in the world if you're sitting in your hotel room and you just want to trim your messy beard and you don't have a battery. Ugh, it's so frustrating. But it's fine, it's totally worth not needing to carry a bunch of cords around. So a couple things to note, this thing is not waterproof, so you don't want to run it underwater. You don't want to dip it inside of the sink that's filled up with water. Just avoid that altogether. It's okay if it gets a little wet, it's somewhat water resistant. It's not gonna fry if you get a drop of water on it, but you can't bring it in the shower with you, you can't get it soaked. Another thing you have to notice is that sometimes with the way this switch is created, it'll turn on inside of your toiletry bag. So this typically happens when you're packing it, when you're shuffling a lot of things around. You can obviously hear it come on, open your bag, turn it off. Another thing is these guards don't always stay on very well. So they'll kind of fall off in your bag. They get a little bit loose. Here. I found that this kind of persisted more as I had the trimmer for a longer period of time. So it's never fallen off during operation or anything like that, but a lot of the times I'm like compressing my toiletry bag as small as possible, and this thing can kind of get bumped and just fall off. But not that big of a deal. So despite these minor negatives, we'd still recommend the compact travel trimmer from Wahl. It's small, it's light, and the price is hovering right around 10 bucks. So you really can't go wrong. Thanks for checking out the video. If you would like to purchase it, there's going to be a link below that you can click on. And thanks for checking this out. We'll see you in the next review.